Well, we've just heard from Jurgen Klopp ahead of Liverpool's massive Premier League clash with Chelsea at Anfield on Sunday afternoon, and sadly some of the build-up tarnished by that horrendous footage that emerged online on Thursday evening of what was a small section of Chelsea fans chanting obscene abuse at Mohamed Salah, the former Chelsea winger, and Klopp asked about that, branded it disgusting, and said that anyone involved in any kind of chanting like that should be banned from all football grounds for life. And he said, it's important that football and people in football use their voice to try and stamp down on this, because it's not an isolated incident. We've seen far too much of this in recent months. So Klopp very strong on that, rightly so. Liverpool, I thought, released a very good statement as well, condemning it. Just horrendous that in this day and age, any person is subjected to that kind of thing. And then it was on to the football, and Klopp leaving it, I think, people in no doubt just how much respect he's got for this Chelsea team. They haven't had the best of seasons under Maurizio Sarri, but they sit third in the Premier League. They've already been to one cup final. They're handily placed to reach the semi-finals of the Europa League, and you could tell from the way the Klopp was speaking that he knows. He didn't say it explicitly, but he knows that this is the biggest hurdle standing between Liverpool and being perfect during this run-in. It's certainly the toughest test they've got left of the five, and they haven't beaten Chelsea at Anfield for 7 years. Talk of 2014 was thrown at him, but Klopp had no time for that. He said he hadn't thought for 1 second about that infamous game 5 years ago. Of course, that was the last time Liverpool were going for the title. The cruel hand of fate that day with the Steven Gerrard slip, Demba Ba pouncing, and then that Willian goal later on. And the Klopp adamant that will count for absolutely nothing. He said he's not interested in the past, urging fans, he said, not to even think about that. He said, why would we even dwell on that? It's a completely different Liverpool team. It's a completely different Chelsea team, and I think he's right. I think you only have to look at this is not just the personnel's different, but the fact that this Liverpool team have shown different ways to win games this season. You go back to 2013-14, and Liverpool only had one way to go, and that was absolutely flat-out attack, because they leaked 50 Premier League goals. It was crazy. They even got close, and I think the emotion got to that team in 2013-14. I think this Klopp team, we've shown they can only concede 20. They're so much more solid defensively. They can win in different ways, and I think the mentality is a lot stronger now. I think the one big fear, and certainly the biggest threat in terms of Sunday, is stopping Eden Hazard. And Klopp describing him as on his day the world's best. He said when he turns it on like he has done, certainly against West Ham earlier on this week, he's very, very difficult to stop. So he's going to be a key man. He's got a good record against Liverpool. Of course, he scored the winner at Anfield in that League Cup tie back in September. But Klopp also keen to emphasise the fact that Liverpool are in fantastic shape themselves. 6 straight wins. They've found themselves in some pretty deep holes in recent weeks, but each time they've dug themselves out of it. And that spirit and resilience is going to be absolutely crucial during these coming weeks, not least when Chelsea come to town on Sunday.